ourselves to work and heal others, and it's going to help us have stronger partnerships and relationships with others. I do feel so. That is what I'm feeling, and this is why I feel there's a spiritual partnership now coming and evolving, and there's more love that we can connect to with the Queen of Roses. And I'll read about those two cards at the end here, because I do feel this is going to tie into the reading to see that there is going to be beautiful changes now that Chiron has moved out of our partnership zone, and there had been a lot of confusion, a lot of lessons learned, and things that we've had to really deal with in our emotions with partners and relationships. And so, this is about finally, I feel this Virgo full moon on February 19th is saying, we can heal, and we are now ready to bring things into light about who we are and really start a new beginning, really start something, a new cycle. And so I do feel this is, a time where a lot of us Virgos are going to see a huge change, and it really may be something abrupt and starting. And there may have been a little bit, some confusion and clearing out these last few months, and I know there has been a lot that I've had to clear out and heal and get through some confusion. And so I feel that was just kind of this push to really get through any type of karmic debris. And now it's like, okay, Virgos, are you ready? Let's go. And so, I want to connect to some of the planetary energies out there that may be at play with the tarot reading and the connection to our March vibration. So we see the number 27 looks like a powerful number. And it is, the connection to the number 9 also. And the number 9 is about our spiritual connection or spiritual growth. So this may be a month that you are going to find some type of partnership that is going to be very karmic, very spiritual. But it is something that I do feel it's going to help you really connect more to, love and connect more to the universe and really feeling that connection to the divine. So let's get into your reading deeper, and I want to connect to maybe anything unexpected, maybe something abrupt that may be happening in the month of March here for us Virgos, because we do have Uranus coming into Taurus in our ninth house of our spiritual beliefs. And I do feel we have Mars there also in the month of March in the ninth house. So our ninth house is our spiritual house. It is knowing that we are connecting to our higher self and our teachers, receiving wisdom and insight. And it also is about, traveling more. Maybe there's a lot more traveling. There may be something abrupt happening and traveling or in changes in maybe what you're doing in your career. There may be a change in a decision that you may make, and maybe going back to school also. I know I went back to school, and I've been taking some master courses and starting to do a lot more in astrology. So I do feel there's like maybe a lot of focus this month on our spiritual beliefs and really focusing on making some major changes. And that may be going back to school. It may be, thinking about traveling more. But I do feel there's something we're connecting, and I'm just noticing 27 in the ninth house. So there's something about the ninth house, our spiritual values that may come into play in the month of March. So let's pull a card to see if something unexpected, something abrupt with Mars being in there, could be something that you're going to have to confront, that you're going to have to put action in, that may just happen, that you're just going to have to do something about it. Wow, Four of Wands. So there's some type of freedom happening with this Uranus energy coming, because Uranus is connection to freedom. It's about being a rebel. It's about finding ways to be more aligned to your own feelings, your own discovery, your own creativity. And the Four of Wands is really finding that stability, finding that connection to the higher power, your beliefs. And so I feel some of you, there's going to be a shakeup here about maybe some type of freedom from maybe a relationship. um, or there's maybe a sudden connection to a relationship, right? Finding the stability, harmony, peace, and some type of spiritual partnership in love. So let's pull another card, but I do feel with Uranus being in the ninth house and Mars being there for the month of March, there seems to be some type of action that you're going to put to have some type of freedom, to have more peace, more harmony in your soul. And I feel it's about your spiritual values, what you believe, listening to your intuition, your insights. So there is going to be some type of change to your beliefs, change to, yeah, your emotions. I feel there's something that may, I feel it's gonna, like, I feel traveling. I see there's maybe some freedom to some of you having to make a decision about traveling, and your emotions being, like, stirred up. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening to this, but I do feel there is some type of connection to freeing yourself and traveling. This is a great opportunity, and this may be a connection also with the ninth house, with the spiritual partnership. Finding teachers, connections to those. Maybe you are seeking out wisdom and insight from a spiritual partnership. Maybe this is about you traveling and seeking freedom to find your true beliefs, taking that adventure. So, yeah, that could be what is happening there. But I do feel whatever happens this month that's unexpected that you really want to do, or something that, is brought out to light that you have to make some decisions, it's really about you it's giving you some type of freedom to make some type of choice, but it's like action to really, move your energy along here. So let's pull another card here, but we have, let's see what kind of blessings. We see there may be some eruption here, maybe connection to family, to home, to security. And that may be very unexpected. Unexpected traveling, unexpected spiritual partnership coming. But let's focus on blessings, as we do have Jupiter in our fourth house of home, family, security, and it's in Sagittarius, and it's going to be there for the until November, December. So we've got a lot of good luck and fortune, and connection to our family, our home security, and freedoms. The Four of Wands is connection to family. So there may be some wonderful things happening, some changes in the home. Maybe this is about making some, maybe you're abruptly going to leave. You're abruptly going to move away from where you live out now. But let's see what kind of blessings are coming up for you. It may be in some type of change in the home here. Let's see. Uh, you've got justice here. So interesting, because this is the angel of integrity, and it's also about contracts and commitments and paperwork. And the legal system. So wow, I feel as some of you may be selling your home. This may be an opportunity, or buying a home, but it looks like that will be, you'll get the right price. There's a fair deal. There's justice. So if you're dealing with anything legal, I do feel there's a blessing coming to you. It's, whether it's something to do with a home, the family. This could be some type of inheritance. This could be something that you'll be receiving. But whatever it is, it's connected to knowing you're getting a fair deal. Justice will be served this month, so there's a blessing this month of knowing for Virgos, there will be karma, there will be blessings, there will be balance. There's something coming to us that we're going to get a fair deal finally with that. So let's pull another card. And it's through our integrity. It's really our being connected to our highest wisdom, our highest values. Yeah, that there's going to be some type of, and I see this child in there, and you see the justice. So this could be a connection to, some type of stability, something coming through, um, something to do with the children, your children maybe, because we do have things going on in the fifth house. We have a lot going on in the fifth house too. So, there is blessings. If there's, there may be, yeah, there may be some, because in the fifth house is children. It's also connected to love, romance, and our creative ideas. We also have Saturn and Pluto sitting in our fifth house of Capricorn. So there may be some structure. excuse me, some rules that you're trying to establish, Virgo, in your home. And there may be some type of balance or changes that you need to make, that will be a blessing. So I feel the Queen of Roses is also connected to Mother. There seems to be this connection to Mother and home, and the female energy really nurturing this month, maybe the family more. But I do feel if there's maybe some type of custody battle, something happening in the justice legal system that you're hoping for, some type of fair deal, it looks like, because I do see that Saturn's in the fifth house, so there may be something um, that you're going through, that you're having to wait for, that you're having to deal with. So it could deal. I do feel it could be dealing with children. So if there's something that you're dealing with children, with custody, with legal, with balance, with justice, it looks like this month the blessing is you're going to get a fair deal. And if it's about selling your house or buying a house, you definitely have great energy to do that. You'll get a fair deal. So you've got great energy here, and I feel there's some type of freedom. Some of you are really leaving, maybe leaving the nest, moving away from the family, the home, the security. But I do feel this is about knowing that it's time for you to do this. So yeah, this is some of the things that are happening right now. And and the number 13, the number 4 is here again. So we see something with the number 4. So I feel there may be a connection, a strong connection to something going on with the family, something changing in the family, that may be happening. And like I said, this may be an abrupt change to the family, maybe moving the whole family to do something different, to follow your dreams, to really do something more connected to your visions and your insight. But okay, Virgo, let's go into a little bit deeper here, and let's look at the fifth house. We'll look at if there's anything that maybe of a challenge this month for you, because um, we've got a lot of things happening in our fifth house. We've got Saturn, we've got Pluto, and Capricorn in our fifth house. So there's a lot of restructuring happening and changes and transformations that we're going through in our connections to our children, if we do, are wanting to have children. Maybe this is, also finally, this could be this connection of wanting to have children, and maybe having to deal with some type of issue, health issue um, to have that. But I do feel there's something that us Virgos need to really look at as far as our children, and maybe there's a lot of growth and structure and changes. I know my children are all pretty much growing up, and so I see a big change in them all maturing and growing, and finding their own goals and their expectations, and really evolving into their own. And I do feel that's what is happening for me in the fifth house. So this could be also about love. This is a restructuring of our thinking of love too, right? And I know that has been a big part of me having to really think about what I believe in love and how I connect to love, and what I need to restructure, what I need to change, and also about our creative ideas and abilities here, Virgos. We need to really maybe think about and restructuring our the way that we create. And I do feel there is things that we've had to grow, to be mature, to maybe have to wait to create, maybe having to wait for our visions to be very clear. But I do feel a lot of us are seeing that we are clearly here to be of service to others. We are clearly here to teach, to give help and strength and health to others somehow, some way. And we'll talk about that because we have Venus in our sixth house and of Aquarius. So it really is thinking out of the box, and it's really healing and helping others through teaching, through doing something that we truly love. So let's look at first what challenges that we may be facing this month, that we may have to deal with. We may have to be mature about. We may have to confront it. We may have to really get to the heart of the matter about something that may be that we may have to deal, especially when it comes to love energy, love, romance, fun, and pleasure. Maybe this is about not having a lot of fun and romance and pleasure, right? Because that's also Saturn being in our fifth house may really restrict us from that love, but it's focusing on what we truly need in love and being more mature about what we expect. So, this is what we're focusing on. Capricorn, having that energy in Capricorn, we are really getting ourselves grounded, we're getting focused, we are really taking time to really, figure out what is really important for us. And what do we have? What's important for us is comfort. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and that is the connection to us Virgos and also to Capricorn. So it's about us really becoming the Queen of Pentacles, right? Managing our own ability to, feel grounded, feel comfort, to really grow our own ability to manifest, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is about being able to manifest our own desires, to be able to grow our own prosperity, to be able to manage our own insights, and being very grounded, being very mature. And that's what I feel is going on with the energy of the fifth house for us. We're becoming more mature as the Queen of Pentacles to really make more decisive decisions, more realistic decisions, more realistic ideas about what we expect in love and what we need to take control back in our feelings in love. And this is about really trusting in our intuition, our insight, trusting in our creative abilities too, right? So there's a lot of things that the Queen of Pentacles is showing us. Really, in what our challenge is really to keep on focusing on our comfort. What do we feel brings us joy? What are we trying to manage and manifest? Because we do see as the Queen of Pentacles, she is able to handle all of that. And I do feel you were Virgos, you really are handling, and you see the comfort of the rabbit and the pentacles. So this is a lot of luck coming because of you waiting and growing and maturing and getting things under control again in your life. It's going to allow you to find more love and romance if that's what you're looking at. It's giving you more control over stability of your children if they need that. And it's giving you more control and ability to grow and prosper and feel more comfortable in your creative ideas and abilities to prosper in that too. So I feel it's a big push. It's a big push for us Virgos to really find more comfort in love and stability in our children and in our creative ideas, to really be able to know that we can really find a way to do it all. And so let's pull another card here, Virgo, with that Queen of Pentacles comfort. Because that is about growth also. I just feel there's a lot of growth in the prosperity situation here, too. For us Virgos, communication. So this is a strong month. I feel that for us Virgos to really open up to communication to our children. There's something being communicated to you. Maybe you've been waiting. Like I said, I feel there's something that some of you Virgos as mothers, fathers have been waiting for some type of karma to come and give balance about something to deal with the children here. So I feel there's wonderful communication happening, and I feel there's, communication and hopefully connections to love, which we'll talk about next. I do want to pull just a self-care card. Just this connection to the Saturn energy and the Pluto energy in our fifth house of the care that we need to take care of ourselves, the challenges that we may face. And it really is about us being the Queen of Pentacles, staying grounded, staying focused on the changes that we're making to heal, to be able to communicate our feelings more effectively. So the self-care message for the month here. And it looks like our own challenge is just our own comfort here. And it does look like if you're waiting for some type of communication, waiting for a love connection, waiting for something in regards to children, waiting for something to grow and benefit you and your creative ideas, and taking a gamble. It's like it's time to really focus and take a gamble on those ideas. So, what is the listening? So, listen to your wise self. That's what it says here. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. And that's exactly what it says. So it's important to listen to your inner compass. Listen and communicate to your angels and guides. And they will give you the message that you need here. And